I think there is a problem with the sound. We couldn't hear what he's speaking.
Dr. Jha, can you hear us? We can't hear you. There is some audio problem at your end.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, we can.
Okay. Thank you. I had to be out and then come in.
Yeah.
Thank you once again, Dr. Krishlay, for inviting me to speak on such an esteemed panel. The topic that has been given is very profound, and it essentially reflects the mindset of the students in the present generation. Uh, there are attempts which have been made to streamline the education as a whole, wherein we understand the value system attached to the education, which is a must for everybody or anybody who is attached with education field, directly or indirectly. If I have to stress on three important qualities or aspects which are really important for any educational system to sustain for long, is that every individual who is to take the education or is to give the education have reached their highest potential, one as a receiver and the other as a giver, or one as a seeker and the other providing the service. If individually the two ends do not reach their highest level of potential, then there exists a gap. And that gap is a real problem of society. Say a student in the class does not receive what is expecting in the particular program or a course or a class or a environment as a whole, he creates in himself or herself a complex that whatever he or she knows is the maximum or is the best, and that creates a problem of an ego, an aspect of a gap between the real knowledge and the practical that he or she has gained. So highest potential of an individual is the most important aspect of an education system. We are glad to have this new National Education Policy 2020, which is highlighting and basically trying to combine all aspects of value system into the education itself, which is so profound, which is so important, that it is not that at the higher education level we wake up one day and then we'll make the value system right straightway in one night or one lecture. No, it is a learning process, is a slow process, and that is why uh, a graduate or a person in the higher education arena, which is our focus, when he comes with low knowledge or with an environment from where he has not been given those values or which are by then not internalized, he feels it is a waste of time, and therefore he takes it as a pastime, because he feels that this particular knowledge will be of no value. What may matter is the degree, and that is where the gap starts. So an education system which has to be an wholesome education, has to begin early in life. That too, I would say maybe as early as year 5 or 6. So if we ingrain in the child the aspects which are really important for life to be sustained for long, uh, what essentially matters is in the early age of the education, the student is naive and he does not realize the importance of the stream that he has to choose. Now, therefore, he remains in a confused state, and the teachers are also not possibly guiding them in that way. The guidance of the possible paths which are ahead of him and which should be possibly traded even without planning to get into that level, at least an exposure of all possible paths is a must in the beginning. And when he does not know what are the possible paths, well, he is left to himself unguided, and that is why there are issues. The second point which I'll have is the education system must become equitable, equally available for everybody, and it must bring in aspect of justice in the society. A large section of our society, even though they may be calling themselves as educated, they still feel that the society is not for real justice. So they have a mindset, mainly mindset to fight out and somehow get their chair. So this mindset has to go. The education system must be equitably available, at par available for anybody and everybody, and in all types of modes, whether it is digital education, whether it is online education, whether it is professional education, whether even it is I would say an adult education or a continuing education. So every aspect of education should be freely available, of course, affordable, and there has to be accountability by those who are taking charge of this delivery. So the moment this gap between the haves, those who have the education or who have the facilities, and the have-nots reduce, then this time pass system will go away. That's what I feel. The third part is no matter what area of education I have, ultimately my aim or my whole life's aim should be to serve the nation. So if these three aspects are taken care, that highest potential of every individual is reached. So there has to be a study of the actual potential that an individual has, then the possible paths that an individual has as the option in life as a child, as an adult, or while treading the path of life. And thirdly, that it should be equitable and just for the society. And finally, that it has to be education has to be aimed at national development. If only these 3 points are taken care, the whole concept or the mindset of the students reaching the higher education system will change. That's what I would put in to begin with. I don't know how much of time you would give me. If you give me, I can continue, or let the discussion begin with this few points that I've added. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And I believe you have raised quite a number of pertinent points in this particular area. And yes, definitely, these are certain areas that need to be taken care of, that need to be looked into. And perhaps, while many times we might be finding fault with the students, but the fault might be lying somewhere else, because of which the students are behaving in this manner as if the education does not matter to them at all. It is all about degrees. But something more profound, something more broad is existing in our system, because of which they are perhaps behaving in this manner. So definitely you have set the ball rolling in the right direction, and let's find out what our next speaker for the today's evening has to say. Dr. Joy Mukhopadhyay. He is an educational and management consultant based in Bengaluru. He is a visiting professor at various institutes in India and has been academic supervisor of Warwick University, UK. Dr. Mukhopadhyay studied at IIT Kharagpur,